Oh, welcome to another Rule the Waves game. So, a few technical issues with the last one where basically the sound didn't record for like 5 videos in a row and I didn't check. I'm an idiot. So, this time, Russia with historical budget. First thing I notice is America is rather annoyed with us. So, let's have a quick look at what ships we've got. This is the 1.1 patch now, so there'll be a few changes, hopefully a few improvements. 4 12-inch, 12 6 inches. She's a bit lightly armed for a battleship. Then Imperial Petrol Valkyrie, 4 12-inch, 12 6 inches. Nikolai, 16 6 inches. Not too bad. I'd better the first time I tried this, but I hadn't installed the patch. 12 5 inches, not bad for a armoured cruiser. 4 8 inches, that's quite heavily armed for that. The old legs are quite good. 4 6 inches, 10 4 inches. That's much better hunter. So these are my raiders, those are my fleet ships. And the Bunyai, 400 tons. And the Bravi, 500 tons. So, all this is in Northern Europe. So with Russia, oh, my colours have finally taken effect. That's good. I've basically got to worry about this coast and this coast. But all my ships are here now. So, let's send 3 of those, 4 of those, and roughly half of those. Move them all the way to, as you can see, this has changed. Destination, Northeast Asia. I will admit I have only just installed the patch, so I'll be learning this stuff as we go along. I can afford to spend 2.5 million on larger docks. I also want to get my research up to 10%, and I want to focus on ship design and turrets and gun mountings. And it's fuel, I think. There we go. So I'm going to need to build up a bit of funds before. This is game budget, but Russia is a backwards nation, so I'm hoping. I thought I didn't look at what I've got under construction. I've got a fair chunk under construction. 14 7 inches. These oh, my Russian's awful. Defense set apostles. I'm just going to call these apostates. Not actually that bad. Little light on the armour, but 4 12-inch, 14 7 inches means they're quite a heavy ship. They're being built in Great Britain though, and France is building another Imperator Nikolai, so I don't want to annoy those two nations. That'd be why they're better, because they're being built in a nation that actually knows how to build ships. But it's fine, it's early days, I'm sure I'll be able to annoy a small country and then conquer them. As you can see, Turkey is now here as one of our enemies. Oh, it's Austro-Hungary, sorry. Turkey's not actually in the game. Right, Germany's ordered another battleship in a British shipyard. So this is a thing in the patch, this is happening more often with the AI. Or at least it's telling you it's when it's happening. Treflock Labat class destroyer, and we have more ships in the Mediterranean that bases can support. Because everyone's going through the Suez Canal, obviously. Of course. Let's just expand that. Yeah, they're going for the Mediterranean. It's fine. They're not going to have any problems. Crew quality is all fair, which is a bit annoying compared to good. Gonna start a training project. I can't afford to start a training project. I really can't afford much at the point. Germany have rumored to have secretly increased naval expenditures. The Versailles, the apostate, first apostate's not coming. Southeast Asia. And they should not be in space. So, 3 heavy cruisers, 3 light cruisers, 8 destroyers. Once I've got a few more battleships, I'll be able to like match everyone here. Let's have a quick look at the old almanac. That's probably a good thing to look at. So, Great Britain's got 12 destroyers, the battleships, and are building 3 more. We got 6 building 3. Everyone's aiming for about 9 apart from Great Britain, but you know, they've got that doctrine in place. We're not doing too bad in armoured cruisers. Apparently moving our ships has annoyed Britain and Austro-Hungary. And America's going up as well. Light cruisers, again, pretty even. Destroyers, well, no one really cares that much about destroyers at this point. Hey, rate of fire improvement. So, should be getting a load of destroyers next month. Of course, the Zavonki has a problem. My pronunciation will be awful, I do not care. Once again, expect all my ships to be horribly named. Okay, so that gives us a little more money, but we haven't had any decent breakthroughs, so that's the first decent breakthrough we've had. Unexplained delay. Got such a big country, it's probably quite hard to ship the ship, build the ships back and forth. Okay. Another weight saving. Basically at this point I can't do much until these ships are finished because they're draining the bulk of my Okay, yeah, I didn't notice that. The Vitse is 29 inch, 67 inch. It's actually as heavy, almost as heavy as the battleships I'm building. This is, if it was a bit faster, it'd be a prototype battle cruiser. That's an odd design. Rangefinder. Ooh, secondary guns greater than 7 inches. Torpedoes. That was a good mod. But yeah, I basically can't do anything until these ships are all finished, so the first year or so is going to be relatively boring. They're building an Oak class, and everyone's commissioning heavy cruisers. The new docks are complete. Right, I'm just going to start expanding them again. And the Visayas, now in the Navy. 600-ton destroyers. Increased submarine reality. Well, that's good because I can't get subs yet. Okay. They're building the hood. I'm still a few bumps out, but with this new armoured cruiser coming into action, which is actually heavier than half my battleships. At least my crew are training up a bit more now. I'm going to design a new 600-ton sub. I want it to go at least, let's say 30 knots. I'll ignore the guns for now. Make it destroyer so the game doesn't shout at me. No armour because it's a destroyer. The main thing is going to be a good number of torpedoes. I don't want the forward one. Oh, it's passing me right. Torpedo mount's not balanced. That's easy. That would be if I could remember which is which. Probably the swivel mounts. Okay, so it's still slightly over tonnage. Apart from that, I can drop its speed 2 knots, that's not too much of a problem. Let's just drop the gun so it doesn't shout about you for that. I'm not actually going to put a main gun on it. I think I'll just pick a forward turret. How much will that cost? One forward turret of 3 tons. This is literally just for annoying merchants. Sacrifice another knot of speed. Just suggest me a name, Moschini. And then I just need to draw a little bit of superstructure onto a little bridge, a couple of funnels. I think there's enough as a line. There's enough as a line. Sorted. How many can these go? I've built another 10, not giving plenty of torpedo boats. Our torpedoes are pretty poor at the moment, but okay, so everyone's annoyed with me now. I'll just go for its deplorable. So, hopefully by the time this all kicks off, I'll have these new battleships. And they've got problems with hardened faces. Increase use of defensive mineships, minefields. It's going to be Britain. Oh dear. The Vidalova and the Vizhez worked up. I really did not want to get into a war with Britain. Right. Max stock size increases. Pervin Hats is commissioned. Only a month I should get the Tesovich. Can we get an agreement with France? This might be a little high tension, but let's have a go. We have a treaty with France. That's good. Increasing shell damage. The Tesovich has been commissioned. The Voivoda's worked up. Weight saving, rate of fire improvement. No good breakthroughs yet. The French treaty is going to be very useful, I think. Path nets is worked up. Double bottom. AP production. These are all useful things, but they're not going to help me with a new ship design. So I'm going to wait for this dock size to go up, and then I'm going to build a fairly large battleship. I need the money. Improve signal. You just get someone to stand up there and wave something. Okay. So at least Japan and France have got relatively low tension. Task fetches up there. Most of them ship, we haven't got any sensitive technology. And that was Austro-Hungary. Okay, so one thing I haven't done yet is pay for a little bit of intelligence. I'm actually going to keep it on low for everyone. I now have all my battleships worked up. I'm building up a nice little thing because I want to build at least 2 of this new class. Yeah, if we're going to go to war with anyone, it's going to be Austro-Hungary, and I have no problem with that. So they've got an 8.5 inch on their battleship and 19 knots. Japan will always be a worry. The thing is, I can do that and not go to war with Britain. That'd be fantastic. Right, new docks complete. The Austria class working up. I'm going to have to lose the prestige. I need to start getting some prestige soon. If it drops below about 15, I'll be knocked out, but at the moment I'm a little worried about how my fleet will fight. Oh, I can build subs. That's useful. Also, probably a little late now, but I've got the money to do some training. Anyway, 6 million. Let's design a battleship. I can build up to 20,000 tons. Let's have a 22 knot lead. I'm looking for 10-inch belt. Probably 8-inch extended deck. I'll reduce that. No plummeting fire at this point, so I'll put 2 inches in the deck extended. 10-inch on there, 8-inch on my turrets. 2.5 on the turret tops. 2 inches on the secondaries. Still 5,000 tons left. Do I have 13-inch guns? Let's see if I can add like double turret 13-inch guns. I should really have checked before I started this, but another update, which is wonderful. You can't add what you don't have your technology for. So I can't commit A, B, and 1, 2. So let's delete the fore and aft. Illegal gun quality 9. Well, you suggested it. No single turrets. No fire control positions. Single turrets in 1, 2, 3, or 4. Right, that'll be it. So I can add double turrets to forward and aft. So, Let's add a couple of fire control positions. And at this point we're going to just end up with a stupid design of many double wing turrets. Wing turrets with main battery gun greater than 7 inches, so I can't even do that. I can get 7-inch turrets. Okay. Out of the secondary reactor. Must be smaller than secondaries. This is going to be an odd design, but I'm lacking on turrets, so just basically want a bigger, faster ship out. Increase the gun weight for that. Can I get away with double turrets? No. Now she's a battleship. She's also overweight, that's fine. Can I actually get those 13 quality guns? No. That's fine, I'll drop the 11-inch secondaries. See, there's no reason why this shouldn't work. I know this is an oddly designed one, but that's a freaking powerful broadside she's got. Just putting in a bit of I want a few more funnels on there. Okay. I'm going to call this the Rasputin class because it's crazy. But, yeah, I like crazy ship designs. Apparently it's all okay. And I can afford to build 3 of them, apparently. That's interesting. The undeveloped shipyards means it's going to take me forever to do this. It's okay. Oh, of course, I can now get secondary wing turrets up to 10 inches. What can I say? At least the rangefinders will be able to fit in. If we're going to go to war, we must go to war with Austria-Hungary, that's what I say. Because, you know, end of the day, they're pretty poor. Okay, that changed a little bit. I design ugly ships. But that broadside's just going to be ruinous. I'll take the cut to budget. Ooh, that was a big cut to the budget. He wanted 600,000 a month to build a luxury yacht. How expensive that yacht. You know, that's like a third of what I'm paying for the 20,000-ton battleship. But it got me some prestige, and I can absorb this loss. I've built up some funds. Yeah, all pretty standard there. I'm actually going to build the bigger dock sizes, so the replacement for the Rasputin class will be a little more useful. Ooh, they're getting 8.6. That's a useful bit of information. As is the fact that they're a higher 17 knots, so the Rasputins will be able to outpace most ships. And they're building a Hanover class. Because these three will take me up above everyone else. I mean, I can already destroy Austro-Hungary, but no one likes me. Only Japan and France. And in France, I'm pretty sure it's only because of the treaty. Bullies. They're all bullies. And France is losing 500, nearly 500,000. They're probably like me, stretching themselves off a budget. "20 additional destroyers. Right. I need the prestige though, and also I can't complain. 20 of the 600-ton destroyers will probably be quite useful. I may have to pause the construction of one of my battleships for a little while, but let's see how we go. My god, our submarines have periscopes. Well, it will do when we're allowed to build submarines. I've got 5 months of this. Hooray! Our men can shoot. And their fuses are safer. They're less likely to blow our own ships up. I think it's because this the oncoming storm. Anyway, if you want this. Machinery saving, that's always good. I mean, 1% doesn't sound too much, but when you go to the fact that we've already got machinery development, isn't it? 3% saving. 3% saving is not bad, especially on 20,000 tons. Okay. If we're going to be fighting Austro-Hungary or Britain, we definitely want our main fleet here. The main plan would be to blockade Britain. We've got 10 battleships, 6 cruisers, 4 light cruisers and 26 destroyers, 2 minesweepers. So, we're almost at parity with Britain in Northern Europe, and they can't really touch us anywhere else. So, if it is Britain, that's fine. If it's Austro-Hungary, we're going to basically just flood them with raiders and hope they sail out into the North Sea. Apart from that, yeah, they can see wars coming as well. Every month just gets us one step closer to some awesome ships. Not one of ours. Yeah. Of all the people I'm going to go to war with, it's going to be Britain. Who have nearly twice my budget, nearly twice my battleships. You know, they're basically, Britain can annihilate me in anything. But, you know, that's where it gets fun. I'll just have to do better on the actual game. We're doomed, aren't we? We're absolutely doomed. Alright, see you next time, where I will continue to run Russia into the ground. The revolution is coming.